Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today I kind of want to talk about things going on in the community, myself, and yeah, I don't know what else. Maybe if my cats decide to show up we can talk about them too, but that's their decision, not mine. Okay, so today I'm gonna first start talking about some booktube drama that is going on. I don't know if it's booktube drama or more like just community drama in general with the book community. So as I mentioned in my previous video, the reading rush was going on all last week from July 20th until July 26th. And this was my very first reading rush ever. Like, I've never done it before. I didn't even know it existed until last week. And to be fair, I kind of totally failed mine, but I also wasn't ready. So I participated how I felt like I could. I read as many books as I could, did not get through all of them, but I feel like that's okay because, you know, I didn't make a promise. I said I was going to try. So that's where we got to, right? So as I was participating, I'm like, oh, I'll buy this really cute mug. You know, I'll try and contribute in some way to this really cool organization, community, event. I don't know. I didn't know what to call it. So I contributed. I bought a mug. But now I kind of want to return it. And here's why. The faces of the reading rush are Ariel and Raylene, and they started a live show on Sunday, July 26th, and they were supposed to have read this book called Such a Fun Age. Now, I don't know much about this book either. I just know it was supposed to bring to light more books written by the Black community, and they didn't read it. They instead made jokes about it, even though they were supposed to promote and bring to light more issues going on in the community, and they just failed to do that. They instead laughed about it, and they had this fun Q&A, which was great and all, but I don't know. The reason I'm bringing this up today is because they kind of failed to do any kind of promoting. They didn't promote any books in the BIPOC community. They didn't do anything like that. They just kind of promoted their own merchandise the entire time, and then they released this half-assed statement where they were like, oh, we're sorry if we caused any hurt. So you're the face of a brand, and it is kind of your job to be the face of it. And when you fail to do that, you kind of fail the community, and that's how a lot of people have felt. Another issue that I found with the reading rush this year was because they had one of their challenges was to read a book outside. And I said, oh yeah, no problem, I'm gonna do that. But I found it to be a lot harder than I expected because yes, I can read on my porch, but not everyone has the same luxuries I do. Not everyone can afford an apartment with a porch, and not everyone even has the opportunity to do that. So some people felt very excluded and very angry, and it made me a little bit upset too. And yes, these are optional challenges, but people want to feel like they can participate. And when you have an event that is supposed to be outside and you don't change it to where you're like, oh, maybe people can just be next to outdoorsy things like plants or, you know, next to their window, like change it to that sort of thing. And they just failed to do that. They were like, no, we're just gonna stick to this and you can do it or you cannot do it. And I felt that to be a little bit unfair because people want to participate. So now I kind of want to return my mug. I kind of don't want to participate because the issues that are going on today are not laughable. These are not laughable things, and these are things that myself as a white person, I cannot accept their apology because that's not my job. My job is to become more aware myself of the issues going on in the world, and I'm supposed to become better. And that means not promoting and not, you know, not buying, not helping companies or communities that are not taking this agenda seriously, that are not taking this cause seriously. Another issue I have is white people accepting their apology when it's not directed towards them. I am white, and I just can't believe the audacity that people, like white people, have to accept these apologies when they aren't even the focus of the apology. Like, they should not have the right. That's another issue. We should not be accepting an apology. This apology is directed towards the Black community, and they have to accept it, not us. So please remember that. So I just wanted to bring to light some of that drama going on, and I really hope, you know, I hope they improve in the future, and then that way I won't feel like I have to return my mug. I don't even know when it comes, but I don't want it anymore. Not for now. Until, you know, they actually change their ways and, you know, they improve. You know, I can't physically always go out and participate in protests and all that stuff because of my autoimmune diseases, but I try to help however I can at home, you know, donating little bits at a time with what money I do have, reading more books that are written by Black people to make myself more aware. I've really been trying to do that even with all of my other stuff going on. You know, I feel like that's important. I feel like it's not something that should be laughed at. It's something that should be taken very seriously. And while these girls may not have intentionally, you know, tried to hurt people, they did ultimately. And I think that it's something that needs to be addressed in more detail. It's gonna kind of be disappointing if they don't. So next, I kind of wanted to talk about things that are going on with myself and why, you know, maybe I'm not reading as much as I should be. And that is because I have a new contract to be reading a book. It's going very well so far, and I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. When the book is published, I will be adding the the link below, but for now obviously it has to be kept very under wraps, and until it is published I cannot promote it or say anything about it. But once it is published, I will be promoting it on my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy the book. It's, can I really say anything? It's about runners. That's all I can say, I think. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. It's just about runners, and yeah, it's very interesting though. I'm enjoying it a lot, and that should be done in about 2 weeks. And then the publishing process, I'm not sure what the writer is going to do with that, so we'll see. But that's up to his discretion and however he wants to do that. But I'm very excited because this is one of my first big projects as a freelancer. As you guys may or may not know, I do have my own website called Gem Edits, which I'll put in the description below. I do editing work, I do resumes, I do all kinds of stuff, and I even do services that are not always listed below. So if you guys have something else that you want done that you think I would be a good fit for, just contact me on my website, or even my email is here as well. So you can just email me straight up, I don't mind. My business email for business inquiries only. Nothing else, please. Just business. Other things that are going on, I am attending school still. I am an undergraduate student, but I like to think of myself as more of an entrepreneur as well. Since I've already started my editing business, I feel like it's actually going really smoothly. So I feel like coming out of college, I will be very experienced and all that fun stuff. So yeah, like I said before, I actually did not finish my TBRs. I thought I would. I thought I'd have time, but I did not have time. While I was trying to read, I was also having to edit and do other work, and I had schoolworks, and you know, I just did not plan my day. You know, like how I said you need to use time management, but really it's procrastination. Yeah, it didn't work out either way. So that's a lesson for you kids. Don't procrastinate. Honestly, I did have a lot of fun trying to read a lot in this time, but I feel like, you know, you should read at your own pace. Reading at your own pace is good. And yeah, I don't really have any other projects going on. I'm just moving on to the next book that I will be reading. But yeah, where are my cats? So I do have 2 cats. Their names are Theo and Nelly. We named them, me and my boyfriend Kevin, we named them after A Haunting of Hill House. It was one of our favorite TV shows, only because we committed so much of our lives to that show. Each episode is an hour and a half long, and we watch it straight. Well, not straight. We watched like 5 episodes and then like 5 episodes, but each one was like so long and so emotionally draining. We were just like dead by the time we finished watching it. And we got our kittens, and we were like, well, we should really name them after Haunting of Hill House. You know, we dedicated our lives to that show. So with my boyfriend's family, we all have this kind of thing where we watch horror movies whenever we go and hang out with them. So Haunting of Hill House was kind of the start of that trend. And then now it's kind of progressed to movies. Not always good movies, but you know, it depends. And you know, that's just our tradition with Kevin's family, my boyfriend again. And you know, we have a lot of fun doing that. We'll watch horror movies on Christmas, on New Year's, on Thanksgiving. Doesn't matter, we just watch horror movies because that's just our thing. So naming them after A Haunting of Hill House was very appropriate and made a lot of sense. So exciting news as well, in 8 weeks we are going to be getting a Shiba Inu puppy. We haven't decided on a name yet. If you guys, you know, want to contribute a name, comment down below. So thanks for tuning in today. I hope you guys liked the content. If you guys did like it, leave a like and subscribe down below for more. And
Thank you.